Like I said last week, I was hoping, for a split. I said best case scenario would be a sweep, but we were hoping for a split. The Crookston game we were really fortunate. We were down, I think, five with maybe 40 seconds to go, and still sent it into overtime. Then another overtime, double overtime. So that was a huge win. And then, we struggled a little bit the first half at Bemidji and had a 4-point lead. And then I don't know what point in the third quarter we sure turned it on. Outscored them 22-3 from that point on. So it was a great weekend.
Do you guys have anything at stake for positioning this weekend at all?
Yes. Right now we're in sole possession of fifth. Northern State would have to win both their games, and we'd have to lose both our games in order for us to get the sixth seed. So either one loss by Northern State or one win by us, and that assures us the fifth seed.
And I mean, it didn't always look like we would be able to ascend to the 5 spot, although it was pretty much a season-long goal for you guys. I mean, how does it feel knowing that you have a pretty much inside track to get that after the trials of this season?
Yeah, if you would have probably looked back end of December, the first of the new year, things looked pretty bleak. We did not win a game in the month of December. At one point, we were 1-9 in the conference, so things obviously looked pretty bleak at that point. And, we were looking up. I think there was they had a 4-game lead on us and stuff like that. So, we've won 7 out of our last 10 in the Northern Sun, and that's not always easy to do, win 7 out of 10. And even those 3 losses, 2 of them were right at the buzzer. So the team's been a lot more competitive, and hopefully we're heading the right direction.
With regard to a playoff question here, or a tournament question, probably, Madison Wall having that career high performance and shooting 11 out of 15. I know it's hard to ask that every single night, but I mean, if you get anything close to that, how much of a difference can that make in a tournament setting?
Carey hasn't been shooting it very well lately, and we count heavily on Carey, so I'm hoping Carey can turn the corner. Maddie, I'm not worried about Carey, though. I'm not worried about Maddie, and I think Mariah, too. Those 3, usually we can get, I think they're averaging all over 13 points a game, somewhere in that range. So we count heavily on those 3, and the nice surprise has been Callie Delsman's been scoring more lately. So, if we can get that going where we have a little more balance and but no, Maddie had a nice game. Carey, a couple games here where, struggled a little bit, but I know we can always count on Carey. Carey will show up. She'll be there this weekend and in the playoffs. And then Mariah, so if we can get some scoring out of Haley in the posts, and then the way Callie's been coming on like a house of fire, I think we'll have pretty good balance going into the remainder of the season.
Coach, do you feel that you've got some senior leadership now stepping forward, and that's kind of nice to have going into the postseason?
It is, they're kind of a quiet leaders. Probably Whitney is the most vocal of the bunch, and but Whitney's been probably the person that will give direction, and say things to the team and stuff. So, but again, we've been in a lot of close battles, and I'm hoping that'll prepare us for the postseason here. Especially if it comes down to a tight game that we've had. I think it's 4 overtime games. We've won all 4, so. I like what the ladies are doing in crunch time when the games are on the line. And like I said, we've been very competitive. Take out the Winona game, we've been extremely competitive.
And how about seeing these opponents the second time around? How do you feel about that?
I'm sorry?
Seeing your opponents for a second time
around. Moorhead State took it to us pretty good the first time. Again, these were the middle of December. They beat us by 25 at Moorhead State. And then Northern State, it's 2 different teams. Moorhead State gets out and just pressures you. Northern State's just so physical with you. You try cutting, and their guards are big and strong. They're 5'9", 5'10", and they just don't let you cut. They get real physical. They post you up, their guards do. So it's going to be 2 different styles this coming weekend, and we'll adjust. Right now, concentrate on Moorhead State, but there'll be a totally different style come Saturday.
How does playing in a bunch of close games earlier this year help this at this time of year?
Well, I just think it gives us a lot of confidence. I really like what our gals did. Like I said, down 5 against Crookston on the road. We got a quick 2, and then I think we fouled them again. They made 2, or whatever happened. But we were down, I think it was by 4, and we just said no. I take that back. We were down 3 with 20-some seconds to go in the game. We said we're not going to shoot a 3. I think a lot of teams would, and we took a timeout and said no. there's all kinds of time with 20-some seconds. Let's get an attacking quick 2. Maybe we get fouled, which would be the perfect scenario, stopping the clock. And can set up our press, but our ladies did it perfectly. They went in, got a quick 2, and then we tried to press, didn't get the steal, so we fouled again. And we come back down again, down 3. And now with 14 seconds to go, we did our thing, and we got the 3-pointer with Carrie hitting the 3 to send to overtime. So I like the composure of our ladies, no panic. Because a lot of times you'll see a team come out and they'll shoot a terrible 3, glancing off the backboard, doesn't even hit the rim. And our ladies didn't do that. They hit that quick 2. I think Mariah Payne went in and quick 2, and I really like the composure the ladies kept.
As a coach, are you kind of used to that now, all these close games?
Well, it doesn't get any easier on the old ticker here, but it is. It's good to see. We ended up on the short end early on, but now we've been pulling those games out, which is really neat to see how these ladies and see the little celebration in the locker room, the smiles on their faces. So it's just been a neat, see how they progress throughout the year, and we're winning those close games now.